Hello everyone, my name is Paukšte Irina. Today we continue working with the sundress. We've already made a pattern, put it on Ola, marked the checking points, decided how much we need to add, and now we start cutting, tacking, and fitting for you to see the result. I have a pattern in front of me. I wrote plus 37 centimeters on it, so I need to add 37 centimeters to the length and 3 centimeters for an overcast. It's 40 centimeters altogether. Measure 40 centimeters from the edge of the fabric. And pin the front pattern here. Have a look here. I split the tack in two parts with the same opening. When I take it, you'll see how it looks like on a person. Now pin the back pattern on the same level. Because of the fact that we put the patterns on the same level, we won't get the parts of different length. They will be absolutely the same. Mark the waistline here. Now pin the shoulder strap. The warp thread should match on the shoulder strap and on the back. So I pin the strap in the same direction, adding just a couple of centimeters for the seams. Let's talk about the seams. On the neckline and the armholes, we adjust 5 or 7 millimeters for the seams. Not more. Don't add 1 centimeter for a seam on the neckline. You'll get tired of trying to fix it. For a shoulder seam, we always add 1 centimeter. Now let's talk about the requests of our so-called customer. She wants the sundress to be wide. So we ignore all these tucks but the chest ones, so the dress will fit her the chest and widen lower. I add 5 millimeters here, 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 and here. I should add 1 centimeter for all the other seams, but our customer wants a loose dress, so I widen it. Just like that. I have a great experience in cutting, so I don't need to draw a 1 centimeter line. Those of you who can't do it by sight, use the ruler. Add no more than 5 or 7 millimeters here. I've cut so many items in my life that I don't need to draw the lines. Next time, I'll show you a more complicated design of a sundress. There are so many types of the sundresses. You can't even imagine. Gone are the days when a sundress was made of the 2 straight pieces of fabric with 2 straight shoulder straps. I'll cut it out, tack, and we'll have a look at it. Do not forget to make the notches on the waistline. Just a small one. Let's continue cutting. We add 2 centimeters for a seam here. I make it wider because the customer asked me to. Otherwise, I could make the dress fit. Cut the shoulder strap out. I'll leave just 1 centimeter for a seam here. We need 1 centimeter to stitch the seam. And we need just 5 millimeters on these sides, because that's how the curved lives are always stitched. Mark the check-in points for the shoulder straps. Make the notches so that we are sure where to sew the straps in. Now we won't waste time thinking where to attach the shoulder straps. Here are the 2 notches. We don't need these tacks because we are making a white sundress. Make 1 more notch here, the waistline. When you watch the video, it seems pretty complicated, but actually it's very easy to make such a pattern. We'll start tacking now. Transfer the tucks. I detach the pattern and you can see the tucks on the fabric. We need to draw them on the other side too. To do that, I put the pins along the lines. Gone are the days when we were doing it with the stitches. I'll turn the pattern and draw the tucks easily. The end of the tuck. Great. Now we can put the pins out and tack the sundress. Getting ready for the fitting. Have a look here. I'm tacking the tucks now. The tucks are tacked from the top and are stitched towards the top. Do not forget it. I want to draw your attention to the fact that the tuck is bias, so the lower part will be longer when tacking. Don't try to stretch it. Tack it just the way it is. I'll show you on a dummy how it looks like. You can see that the lower part is longer, even though we cut the tuck out with equal lines. It took me long to teach all the tailors in the fashion house how to stitch the bias tuck. Have a look here. This is a preliminary fitting for you to see how it looks like on a chest. The tuck is a bit lopsided, so it makes the dress look so good. Here are the 2 tucks. Let's continue tacking. Above all, I hate it when people tack the items on the knees. They will never get a good item. There is just one way to tack right. Hold the item with your little finger and tack it. I don't draw a 1 centimeter line, but you can do it. Hold the item so that it doesn't move. I'm taking the center front now. Don't ever tack anything on your knees. You'll never get the needed quality. This is the front of a sundress. Just imagine how worried I would be if I didn't mark all the modeling lines on the figure. I would be wondering if I made the right neckline, if the tacks are in place, and if the customer would like it. I'm working confidently because I finished the pattern on Ola. I take it off now. Let's tack the center back. After that, we'll just need to stitch the side seams and attach the shoulder strap. You can already throw these patterns away. If we decide to make a lining, we'll cut it in accordance with the dress. Don't ever cut the lining by the pattern, only by the cutting with all the changes added. Last year, May was very hot, and people ordered a lot of sundresses in our fashion house. This year the weather is bad, so the sundresses are not in demand. We live in the south of Russia, so it's very hot here in summer, and people wear only light clothes. Such conditions require specific techniques. People don't want welts, so we need to edge all the items with the chiffon pipings. Those people who want to learn how to sew read a lot of books and magazines, but they get only some general ideas there. The small details we show you, you won't find anywhere. Even when the new tailors with a professional education come to our fashion house, they learn from scratch how to tack the tacks, how to attach the sleeve, how to make the collars, and so on. After 2 or 3 years of working, they become professionals. Let's tack the side seams. Always start tacking from the waistline, up and down from it. Pay more attention to such details: how to tack, how to match the waistline, how to work with the tucks so that they fit you well. Notice that the bias tucks looks just amazing. If you learn from me, you'll make everything right. There's a lot of tutorials in the internet on how to make a dress in 30 minutes, a skirt in 15 minutes. Don't fall for it. What do you think about yourself if you can put on a 15-minute dress? I like to do everything thoroughly. You won't look good in a dress made in 15 minutes. That is impossible. We need to tack 3 centimeters from the bottom. We're not going to straighten the bottom now. We'll do it after ironing. We need to tack 3 centimeters, so I mark a 6 centimeter line and fold the bottom to it. Make an overcast and tack it. Maybe on a fitting, a customer will decide to make the dress shorter and we'll change it. That's why we need fitting. Usually we need 2 fittings, but if a person comes to our fashion house for the first time and orders complicated items, we might need more. I don't need a fitting when I sew for myself. I have an accurate pattern, so I don't even tack the items and go straight to the sewing machine. If we've already worked with the customer, 1 fitting might be enough. Have a look at the tacked sundress. We made a pattern first, then drew all the lines on it, and now the front of the dress looks amazing. The dress is pretty wide, the length is good, the back is open, and the shoulder straps fit perfectly. I just need to stitch it, and then Ola should wait for the suitable wear and put it on. We won't show you how we stitch it and cut out the cambric lining. If you want to know it, write the comments. What I want to tell you about the 10 measurement system is that if you face any difficulties, start again. It needs practice. If you practice, you'll understand why you make mistakes. Don't give up. Notice how good this place fits. It's because we made the right opening of the tucks. We have it in the basic pattern. Be different. We're Paukšte Irina, Yastribov Alexey, and Oля. Subscribe to our channel. Goodbye.